I, out of a crazy fluke, had landed return flight home from where we were for a DJ gig, and that's so I managed to come home with everyone, and I also got a one-way flight to Australia with that, which is about 4 months after we had landed. I had a 4-month window to be home and try and make some money, which I was relatively successful at for not getting a full-time job and just, huffing it out with the guys doing the high on life thing. But essentially the time came and I had about $1,000 in the bank and a one-way ticket to Australia. I looked at my decisions, weighed the ups and downs. It was like, okay, what's the worst that can happen? I could, beg Parker for money and, ruin some relationships, or rob someone, or, I don't know. I had some choices.
It's always an option.
So I ended up going to Australia. Upon landing, I stayed at a friend's place who was going to school there and slept on their futon, which was initially going to be for a few days. I ended up sleeping on the futon for a month. Why? I needed to save money on rent. In the meantime, I found a couple jobs. So I started DJing there because I've been DJing for a while, which was awesome. Found a sales job doing the most brutal work you can ever imagine. It's literally just standing in the open public, stopping people and talking to them and trying to sell them something that they do not want or they do not need.
You didn't enjoy bothering people for money?
It was purely commission-based. I sort of got the hang of it, managed to save up a bit of money, and after a couple months, I quit my 2 jobs, and I met up with a bunch of friends, and I traveled down the East Coast of Oz for about 6 weeks, and hung out in a minivan, and went scuba diving, and snorkeling, and surfing, and stayed at about 15 different hostels along the way, met a bunch of people, and it was the adventure that I had been waiting for this whole time. The end of all this, I ran out of all my money and I bought a one-way ticket back home with my credit card. So I come back home 4 months later-ish, had about the same amount of money/debt, and just this massive pile of experiences, fun, excitement. I don't regret the decision at all. So my takeaway message is sometimes the scariest decisions in life end up yielding the most reward. So if you ever are thinking of doing something like this, weigh your options, think about the worst possible thing that could happen and how easy it would be for you to come back from that, and think about the best possible thing that could happen and how likely is it, because chances are it might just be around the corner. The best case scenario might be yours. The end.
You just gotta put in a little work, a little elbow grease, and you can make your dreams a reality. Even you.
Yeah. So, if you've got a crazy story or, a difficult decision you've had to make in your life and you did it, leave a comment, let us know what it is. Hit that like button.
If you have one that you're about to make and you don't know what you should do, message us anyways and we'll help you out.
Why not?
We do that.
Again, hit that like button, subscribe,
leave a comment,
do all of those wonderful things, and we'll see you next week.